100 FM, The Pike, Worcester's Classic Hits. Bruce Palmer welcoming a special guest into the Pike studio, a guy whose guitar work you've heard plenty of times around these parts. We welcome original Warrant member Erik Turner. Good morning, Erik.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, man?
We're getting ready for you coming in here to our neighborhoods. You're going to be over at the new MGM Springfield this weekend.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I hear it's a great event. I hear it's a great venue. We're going to be out in the plaza. We got Firehouse opening up the show. Then you got Warrant. It's going to be an 80s blast from the past.
Let me take you back. Where did it all start for you, Erik? Where were you born?
Born in Omaha.
Yeah.
When I was 18 months old, my parents moved to Orange County in Southern California. And I spent 19 years growing up in Orange County, dreaming of being in a band. I moved to L.A. We started a band called Warrant. I was 19 years old. The rest of the guys in the band were 16 years old. And here we are celebrating our 30-year anniversary of our first album, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich, The American Dream. And we have a new CD out, Louder, Harder, Faster. You can go to louderharderfaster.com and check out some new music. We're a party rock band. We're all about having a good time. The music's all about having a good time. So you're invited to come out and have a good time.
Yeah. Now, obviously, if you wound up growing up in L.A., you were in a fertile ground for becoming a rock and roller. But tell me, when I hear Warrant play and when I hear your guitar work, for some reason, I think Joe Perry. Might he have been one of your inspirations?
Yeah, I was really more inspired, ironically, by bands and their guitar players than just, say, a guitar player per se. I loved Aerosmith, loved Led Zeppelin, loved AC/DC, loved melodic hard rock, and I still do. And so Warrant is very much so, when we play live, especially a melodic hard rock band.
When you listen to Warrant music from of course, as you say, a 30-year period of time, you can see how Warrant's music kind of I don't know that changed is the word I want. It just, it kind of grew. It altered itself a little as time went on. I mean, recently, wasn't it on the new album that you just remade an old Merle Haggard song? Yeah,
that was an interesting story. The CEO of the PBR.com, you can check it out, Pro Bull Riders Association,
right,
and tour. He's a Warrant fan. We became friends. He asked us if we would record a Merle Haggard song and do a video for it. And the song is called I Think I'll Just Stay Here and Drink. Really cool song, cool lyrics, and we had a blast doing the video. And we've probably played nearly 10 events for the PBR at their events, and we showed up and played some rock and roll and watched the bull riding and had a great time. So that was a lot of fun, and that was different for us. But yeah, you get a little older, you start writing about different things, but our music's, it's still, if you listen to Louder, Harder, Faster, Rockaholic, Born Again, our last 3 albums, you'll hear just, that same formula. I don't know if it's a formula, it's just in our blood.
Kind of a common thread that weaves through and keeps that Warrant sound consistent. Now, one of my favorite questions to ask, and we've had so many different great rock and rollers on the show, I ask you, can you think back and still remember the very first time you ever heard one of the songs that you as a group recorded playing on the radio?
To the best of my blurry recollection, I was we had finished the album, Dirty Rotten had just come out, and I was down on Melrose doing some shopping at some different places I like to get clothes at and whatnot, and a car drove down the street cranking up Big Talk, blaring out of their windows, and I was like, wow, that's a trip.
Well, we always love popping up a Warrant song here and there on the Pike. We love playing your sound, and we can't wait to see you. Now, of course, as you pointed out, it's coming up this weekend. You're going to be playing with Firehouse as your opener this Saturday night at the new MGM Springfield. As you say, doors open at 7 o'clock. Now, the last I heard, there were still some tickets available, but it's something you want to grab before you're out of time because we're just days away now from seeing the show at MGM. Now, we're looking forward to seeing you when you come to town. And obviously, as you've described it, it is going to be classic Warrant on that stage, and any Warrant fan will love what they're going to enjoy.
Yeah, and if you've never heard Warrant or seen us play live, it's like I said, we like to make sure everybody has a really good time. It's not going to be preaching about politics or anything like that. It's going to be preaching rock and roll.
In this modern era, there is something so refreshing about a band that doesn't want to tell you what they think about this or that. They just want to present you with the music you love. It's going to be a great time when we get together at MGM this Saturday night. But in the meantime, Erik, I thank you so much for taking the time out of what I'm sure is a pretty busy schedule to join us on the Pike this morning.
Yeah, I always got time for cool people, cool DJs, great radio stations. Thank you for having me on.